Hey, so welcome to Illumination Process Day 7. Let me just say that I'm sorry if it's going to be loud outside our kids playing. So, yeah, sorry for that. But this is life, we cannot influence those things. So, the frequency of today is 711, and with each frequency I'm giving you a mantra, a thing I want you to focus on, open yourself up to. So today we are opening up to this frequency 711, and we are gonna look into number seven, and into this frequency, into advantages of this frequency and disadvantages, what you can have problems or challenges, better set challenges with. So yeah, my mantra for you here today is allow your soul to express through you. Okay, and of course as well, 7 is number connected with your soul, with your spiritual God self, spiritual side of you. So it's also about uncovering your gifts and talents and psychic gifts, psychic abilities, and development of your psychic gifts and abilities. So today you really have a chance to heal whatever blocked you in that process, and really step deeper into this, into opening up to this. So in order for you to really speak and feeling, speak your truth, being yourself, expressing your gifts, expressing yourself, who you are, and allowing your soul to speak through you, you have to have your lower chakras, the three lower chakras, root and plexus and sacral chakra, really strong. Okay, so you feel safe in your body, so you feel safe on this planet Earth. So it's important for you to really ground and connect with Gaia and descend this light that you are. Okay, of course, like every moment, every day, a little bit more, going deeper, because this is also a process for your body to accept this frequency, to align to this frequency, and it's a lot of upgrades also on your body level. So it's not about forcing anything, it's not about demanding anything, it's really going into that process step by step, uncovering this and opening up to your gifts and talents, and to really recognizing and also discovering who you are as a soul, where you come from, to really remember. So it's also about healing all these doubts and fears that you have in yourself, and also healing this part of not believing and trusting in the perfection of who you are, because you are perfect God's creation, and also perfection of this God's plan. Okay, so yeah, that's a little bit about today's frequency, and of course, like always, we are gonna go deeper. Um, so yeah, really allow yourself to look into this, and also I really suggest you to do the also the journey with me that I recorded, so you will go deeper into this process. So numbers, oh, here is a mistake, I'm sorry, it's not about love. So number 7, this is from yesterday, I'm sorry. So number 7 is about learning and teaching, and it's about this master plan that we have here on Earth, that we are really learning from each other, mirroring things for each other, how everything is divinely planned for us, to see this perfection. Oh my God, this is bothering me. Just a second. To see this perfection of this beautiful plan that is tailored especially for us. And we have all these agreements, different agreements with each other, and that are actually to go at every time that we have a agreement with somebody, it's about balancing something, learning something, gaining some lost part of ourselves back. Most of the time it's, and not, but not always, it's connected also with past lives. So it's really like this, how we are actually learning on earth, and you know how we are actually, I call this actually school on earth. Okay, because school on earth is not about going to school and putting all this knowledge in your brain, but it's about learning through experiences and growing through experiences, and allowing those experiences to open you up to new knowledge, to new wisdom. Because with those experiences, like you are opening up, and it's important to integrate this then, so you then become this, and you are then embodying this. And when you really understand what happened in your heart, when you are understand all these aspects of this experience, then this becomes wisdom. So number 7 is about growth, development, expansion. It's also about the spiritual part of you, about your soul, about mysticism, everything mystic, everything unseen. Um, and of course, it's about expansion, it's about your abilities, psychic abilities, also empathy, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, so the things you can hear, the things that are not from this around, the things you can hear. You can have like this speech voice in your ears, which is that just meaning that there is some kind of alignment going on. Many times it's a good thing, but it's important also to check in with yourself if what you are letting in is for your highest good. Okay, so it is just a little bit also was message today for me to share. Also that it's really important in the time of growth, to protect yourself, to take care of yourself, to love yourself. In this process of growth, you can be really sensitive. You can be really um, just sensitive to everything that is going on for you. So just be aware of all those things. So clairvoyance is about being clairvoyant, hearing, knowing, seeing, and feeling things, and that are connected with other realms, other dimensions. Okay, so this is like speaking and communicating, and these are 4 ways to do this: by feeling, by just knowing, you know, you don't know from where, but you just know; by hearing; and by visions. Okay, so seeing, hearing, um, knowing, and feeling. Okay, 4 of them. So I want you to explore also, what are you? What are the things that you have already developed? Because we can all develop these things, and of course, um, some some people are more talented for something else, and some people for something, you know, that it's not even resonating with us. So it is important to put your essence in it, in whatever you're doing, and just express it in your own way, be your own authentic self, and discovering that also through your development, through your gifts, who you actually are. So number 7, it's also about determination, being determined, being persistent, being committed. And let me just here point out being committed to yourself, to your growth, to coming more and in alignment with yourself, to love yourself more, to care about yourself more, to just really coming more and more into your heart, into your true essence, into your power. Okay. And sometimes it can be hard, especially when we have these lessons, when we have these challenges, which is about this number. It is also about lessons. I didn't put it here, but yes, lessons and challenges. So it's everything about this, like I said, master plan. So yeah, and just how are you acting in those moments? How are you to yourself in those moments? Because just know that you're learning something new. You are in a situation that you were never before. And even if you are, remember from that situation what you have learned and use that knowledge. Okay. So if the past situations are opening up for you, they are opening up for you for a reason, to remember what you have already discovered. And it's not about torturing. Maybe those experiences were in your eyes bad, but it is, like I said, it's not about torturing. It's about remembering what you already have learned, and then open up to new knowledge. Okay, to new wisdom. Communicate with your guides. Communicate with the light beings, and just with all the knowledge that you already have, decide how you want to go further. Okay. And sometimes you just have to rest for a little bit, and rest is a perfect time for integration of all the knowledge that you have already learned. So you don't have to decide now. Okay. So 7, it's also on the other side, could be connected with disappointment, expectations. Disappointment, why? Because things are not the way you want them to be. Because things are just not planning and going in the direction that you want. Okay, and then you are taking everything on yourself. So this is could be a challenge and lesson here. And expectations, having all these expectations towards yourself in this time. No, just allow yourself. You give what you can. You're using the knowledge you have, and that's it. Okay. Of course, one of the things with the number 7 is also perfectionism, but not being a perfect God creation, but being being perfectionist about how you should be, how things should be, and putting all this pressure on yourself. It can be also connected with forcing. I want things now, in this way, with this person, and this is just your ego speaking here. And we are going to look into the upcoming slides why that happens. Okay. But this is not coming from your heart, from your soul, because just know that everything that is happening for you is happening for a reason. So allow yourself to see the higher picture, because this is about number 7. This is about your soul really seeing the higher picture. Okay, really seeing things from all these layers. Okay, seeing things multi-layered, seeing all these aspects of a situation, seeing your side, seeing other people's side. Okay, really being able to see that. So the more you are going deeper into this process of growth, learning, development, the more you can aspects, the more layers you can see. Okay, so and the more you can see and understand, the easier it gets, because that means understanding more of yourself, because everyone else, it's mirroring something for you. You are having this lesson, whatever it is, challenge, for a reason, to to learn something, okay? And also maybe to remember something. It can be so many different things. So it's not also about controlling. You cannot control the process. You cannot control other people. You cannot control the situation. You can try, but you are just going to block this flow and block the abundance, block yourself and your gifts, your talents. So just be aware of that, okay? I really want you to look into those aspects and be really honest with yourself. How are you? Okay? When it comes to the change, when it comes to something that you haven't expected, how are you reacting? How are you acting? Okay? How are you, like treating other people? Like all of those things. Okay? How do you feel inside? How do you feel about yourself? Okay? I really want you to look into that because all those challenges are bringing something beautiful for you, blessings. But of course, in the process, we have to heal certain parts, see certain things, and it depends on the challenge that we are having. And of course, with the biggest challenge, we are getting also the biggest gifts and more of ourselves. Okay? So just know that. Never forget that. So we are all teachers and students to one another, and we are mirroring things to each other. We are mirroring light and shadow, okay, for each other. So we are on one way reminding a person on the other side of their light, of who they are as a soul, of their qualities, of their gifts, of their talents. Or on the other side, we can shine light on their shadow, okay? So we can mirror their shadow as well to them, okay? We can we can if we are in the state of like really if we have integrated a lot of light in our bodies, we are going to shine for that on that shadow, and it could be overwhelming for that person on the other side and they don't know and understand why. But you can also meet people in your life that are gonna show you the things that you don't want to see in yourself, the shadow, and then you're gonna be asking yourself like, what is this happening to me? So there is something for you to look into. Okay, if there is something from your past, like what are these people triggering inside of you? Why is this happening for you? So this is so like it's a really beautiful thing how we can have mirrors everywhere, how spirit is speaking with us all the time, how we are getting messages all the time if we want to see it, how spirit can speak through somebody, how you can have all these messages from animals, from nature, from numbers, in your dreams. Like, really, we can see the light in everyone and also the shadow, because it's not just about the light. We are all also healing our wounds because shadow is about wounds. So, this is like, it's perfect. Let us see this. And when we see our shadow, let us reprogram that. And you have a video about reprogramming that in my Facebook group, and it's called Wounds and Fears. It's everything that was given to me by my guides. What is really important to reprogram this relationship that we have towards our wounds, okay, towards our shadow, how we are always pushing it away. So I'm not going to talk about this in this video, but I really want you to recognize this beauty, how we are all mirrors to each other, how we are all teachers and students to one another. Okay? So nobody is less, nobody is more, everyone is learning. Also, with this program, I'm learning. I'm learning a lot of things. So it's never ending process, and just know that. Okay? It never ends. You can always explore a different thing, because this is what your soul came here to do: explore this physical experience, the just expressing, feeling everything. Just like, that's why you are here on earth. That's why you've incarnated. If it would be just about light, you wouldn't be here. You wanted this experience to have both. So just recognize this beauty that planet Earth, Mother Gaia, is offering to us. Okay? Also, of course, number 7 is connected with divine timing, and how, and here I also mentioned the timeline. What I mean with a timeline, okay? Just know, for example, we are resenting to ourselves many times. How did I know? How didn't I know that? How could I be so really? We can be really harsh on ourselves, stupid. Why did we trust that person? Like all that things, how we didn't know this everything. We chose those experiences, those exact experiences, to learn this. Okay? So if we are judging ourselves, why we just didn't, I don't know, why we didn't incarnate with everything, that would be no fun. Okay? So so instead of just like pushing all this pressure on ourselves, judging ourselves, blocking the process we are in, because we are in the process of growing and learning. And you also have a Facebook Live in my group about that. It's called growth process, and you can really understand better what I'm sharing here, like go more into the depth of everything. But yeah, really understand that with time we are learning and growing and gaining knowledge. And we couldn't do that in the past because we didn't have that knowledge. And it's so simple as that. We didn't have that knowledge. Okay? So, and wisdom. Okay? And with time, we are learning and growing. So, in every moment, we are doing the best that we can according to our knowledge and wisdom, experiences that we had in our past. Just know that. Okay? So if the lesson is repeating for us, there is something else for us to learn with that lesson. Or we are maybe even not allowing ourselves to integrate everything that we learned about lesson. Sometimes that lesson, that challenge, sometimes we also have to separate ourselves. Separate is not the right word, but just remove ourselves from the situation, look it at the distance, maybe take some time, 3 days off, for vacation, go to the nature, go camping, okay? Really connect with it, or just spend time with, I don't know, like doing a course that you love, not even thinking about it. So really going away from it and then seeing everything from distance. It's going to be totally different. You're not going to be emotionally involved, and you're going to see things differently if you will allow yourself that, of course. So, yeah, these are a few suggestions what you can do in those situations. So, divine timing, not forcing everything will happen at the right time and place. And when you are forcing things, know that you will get more unnecessary, really unnecessary lessons. Okay? So just know that. And also, this gift that you are able to see that you can do things differently, that you have this vision how you can do it. This is a gift. Honor it, respect it, and just, tap yourself on the shoulder. Oh my God, now I know. Okay, now I know what to do next time in the situation like this. What I love to do with situations like this, and how I love to reprogram myself, is really saying to myself, if I discover what I can do in that situation, I say to myself, when this situation will repeat in any shape or form for me in the future, I'm gonna act in this and that way. Please remind me, the light beings, please support me. Okay? So I love to reprogram myself in that way. So really speak to yourself, speak to your soul, speak to your guides, ask for support when you need it. Okay, so I really love to do that, and I really suggest you to try it. Okay, so yeah, and trust in the divine plan. Okay, don't be angry at yourself. Like my lesson was like, also because of what I'm doing, because of what I'm sharing, believe me, I had a lot of lessons and challenges in my life. Why? Because this was preparing me for this. This was preparing me for my mission, for my purpose. This was uncovering all my gifts. Okay, so it could be eventful, it could be a lot of things going on, and but those things were opening so much inside of um, of me. So sometimes I was struggling, and I was like, why did I chose that? you know like, what was I thinking? Because it's like want also to mention here this contrast, and also between your human self and soul self. For example, you are, I don't know, a kid, and you chose that experience for yourself as being a kid. you know so for you, of course, on a soul level is, like, I can do this, I'm gonna do this, so I can then do what I want to do in this lifetime. But when you have all these feelings involved, when you are experiencing emotions here on earth, then it's a little bit different. So I'm mentioning here also this conflict between your human self and also your God self. Okay, so just know that we are all humans, and we all struggle sometime. Nobody is perfect, and of course we all do mistakes, because this is how we learn. So here I love the song, and I'm gonna put it in the comment. I'm just a human. Yeah, I really suggest you also to listen to it, and yeah, just release something with that. I love that song. It's a great reminder. So yeah, universe speaks to us through everything. I mentioned that. Um, so if you are blocked in somehow, maybe it's still not time. Maybe you still have something to learn. Maybe even that isn't for us. So allow yourself to see, not to be in your ego, okay? But really see and feel in your body, is this really for you? Okay, so yeah, that's it. And of course, the shadow, with this part, we are always looking into the shadow as well. It's what I was leading you on, not trusting in the divine, in the light, in the creator, in the soul. which actually means also not trusting in yourself, because the most important relationship you have in this life is with yourself and with the divine in you and the creator itself. So this happens when something on your path happened that was really a huge lesson, challenge for you, that was a traumatic experience for you, and you didn't have the right support, understanding, love, and acceptance, and you maybe felt betrayed, hurt, misunderstood, also yeah, so many things. You just felt that they don't see you, that they don't see what you were going through, what was happening for you, that they just didn't see you. Okay, so you felt like there is injustice. Okay, you wanted justice for what happened. I'm talking specifically about the part when you took all the blame on yourself, all the burden of the situation and responsibility for on yourself, that is not actually for you to hold, to bear. Okay, so it's not about you bearing all this um, heaviness uh, on you, and also the weight of the word. Okay, for all these sensitive and empathic souls out there, because 7 is also the number of um, empathy. So just allow yourself and allow the light illuminate everything in you that it's not um, that it's not in alignment with your soul and who you actually are, that is not in alignment um, with the light itself. So those experiences were necessary, but were not desirable, right? But they were necessary for your growth, your soul growth and development. So yeah, I have compassion for myself, for all those experiences, and for everyone else out there. So let us have this compassion, and let us speak. Let us speak about what happened to us. Let us share that, of course, with someone that we trust. Okay, because these are the points, parts where we are more fragile, and it's important to heal that, to now have the right support. Okay, and it's not about blaming also the other side. It's really about having the right support, somebody that will really just listen, hear you, be there for you, and support you in the process. Okay, so loving yourself means also protecting yourself from people, things that are not on your frequency. Okay, you don't have to save others. Okay, um, you have to be loving and kind to yourself first. Okay, um, protection, self-care, and compassion, especially when you are uncovering and opening to something new, or also something painful. Okay, take care of yourself in those moments, at that times. Okay, so this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for doing this, and see you again tomorrow. Okay.